Hi everyone. Hi Bailey. Hi Valerie. Hi Olive. Hi Athena. Hi Hendrix. Do you remember me showing you an experiment where we froze water balloons and then we looked at the pattern of the water inside the ice? It didn't show up very well because water is clear and it's colorless. And we tried this same experiment again last night. We took water with food coloring in it and put it into the balloons. And what we ended up with were colored ice balls like this. Now, if you take a nice close look at them, you'll see that there are kinds of patterns there where the water forms layers and little gaps in here and so forth, all because when the water freezes, it expands, and I'm going to be able to prove that to you, okay, and leaves gaps. Okay, so let's try that with another color. And see if we get a similar or the same effect. Well, no mystery about what food coloring we use this time, is there? Look at that. And again, you see cracks and you see patterns. And you'll see gaps here where the water expanded a little bit. And now let's try another color that shows up. Let's try green this time. Red, blue, and green. And here we go again. And you see some of the food coloring is getting off on the table. We'll have to be able to fix that. We can. Look again. Inside here, look at all the different patterns that are made there as the water freezes and expands and produces little gaps here and little cloudy spots there. Okay, pretty much the same thing as we saw before, but it's easier to see. Now, one more thing. You notice I have a bowl of water here for a reason. Do you think that these ice balls would float in water or sink in water? Now think about that. What did we say water does when it freezes? We said it expands, right? And we said that when it expands, it takes up more space. But it's the same amount of water, so it doesn't weigh anymore. Now you remember we talked about something called density. Density is a way of comparing how heavy something is with how much space it takes up. Okay. If an object is heavier but the same size, it would be denser. But if it weighs the same but takes up more space, it would be less dense. Okay. We said that water expanded when it froze. It's the same amount of water, so it doesn't weigh anymore, but it takes up more space. That means it's less dense than water. So if I put it in this bowl, will it float or will it sink? How many of you said it would float? Well, there it is. Floating, and of course losing some of its food coloring into the bowl. Now let's put this one over here so it doesn't make an even bigger mess on the table. Will the red one be any different, or will it also float? It floats. Now, do I have to prove to you that the blue one will float? Probably not, but let's prove it anyway. So we'll take the red one out. comes out. And the blue one's in. And of course, what else? It floats also. And now that we have red and green and blue food coloring in the water, it's turned into something of a brown mess, which is what happens when you mix different colors into the same amount of water. Okay? So what do we know? First, that when water freezes, it expands, it makes some pretty colors inside, and loses density so that the ice that forms when the water freezes floats. Well, I hope you enjoyed looking at these pretty colors bobbing up and down in the water. So until next time.